Welcome back to my Vault of Glass tutorial. This is video 4 where we will focus on the first boss, the Templar. Quite an interesting challenge though he is. It requires immense teamwork to get through it. So as I keep on saying, and at the risk of sounding anal at this, repetition. So the battle begins when you pick up the relic. The relic is, well, what this guy's got now. I'll be showing you more of that later, especially as we look at other stuff. Let me just sort out my weaponry here. So pretty much to start it, at the center there's this thing called the relic, and you pick it up, and it's like this shield, and you run around with it. What he's doing right now is killing enemies with it to work up his super. I highly encourage everyone to get good at this, or at least to get practice with it, if not good. Don't be afraid of it. Some people are afraid to use the relic, but don't be. It's quite easy to use. R1 will kind of bash the enemy. R2 will slam, so if you jump up and then push R2, you'll do this huge slam. And to fire at the Templar, you just face him and use your super, and it sends this giant ball over to him that will drop his shield. Only when his shield is dropped can we cause damage, like now. But what happens is, half of your team are detained, and you have to shoot your way out of this detainment field before you can inflict the damage. So if you are one of your team members that are detained, what you want to do is switch to your primary or secondary and blast your way out as fast as possible. You do not, and I repeat, you do not want to fire a rocket in that detainment, or you will kill yourself. Another function of the relic, in addition to bashing with R1, slamming with R2, and I guess if you jump up in the air and hit R2, it's a massive slam down. Another function is called cleanse. And what cleanse is, you might remember when we were dealing with the oracles, anytime an oracle is missed, because you can hear the chimes now, they're popping up every once in a while, everyone gets marked. But it's very difficult, especially with the Templar there, to run to the center and cleanse. So what the oracle does instead, if you use the L1 key, the L1 button on your joypad, is it initiates this shield that if your team is standing inside it, it cleanses everybody. Just get out of this containment field again. So yeah, L1 will cleanse everybody. So what people typically do for this strategy is, the area where I'm hanging out now, where the right conflux was originally, is the team tends to attack the Templar from this position, and you stay grouped up together. If you spot an oracle, you can kill it, but if the oracle's at the other side of the map, you don't really bother. No point in risking someone dying for no reason. And then, once the oracle's missed and everyone is marked, you all just group up on the relic holder, and what the relic holder does is activate the cleanse and everyone is cleaned again. No problem. The relic holder must stay in constant communication with the team, in the sense that every time the relic holder is about to drop the Templar shield, he should give a 2 or 3 second heads up. Because the last thing you want is for that Templar shield to be dropped when you're out of position. Especially if you're out of position in the sense that you're within range of the Templar's weapons, and then you're caught in the containment, so you can't move, and the Templar is bashing you. As soon as that containment is gone, you're most likely dead from the Templar. So as soon as you hear the shield is going down, you want to get yourself into a relative position of safety, but also a position where you're ready to strike the Templar once that containment goes. So I'm just firing off some rockets at him here. Most commonly used on the Templar is rockets. Gallahorns are good, Hunger Crowd, or any rocket launcher you have. And once you've run out of rockets, rather than reload, instead switch to a good sniper like Icebreaker or whatever your best sniper is, and start hitting his critical spot. And that will help lay on the damage. So if you're keeping good communication between each other, you know when the shield is going down, you're in relative safety, you're not firing rockets when in containment, you'll have this down in no time whatsoever. But just always have an idea of where the relic holder is in case you need a cleanse. So arrange it in advance. Like in this game here that I'm playing, we've arranged that everyone will meet up on the right hand side behind the rock, which we've all looked at and pointed to, so everyone knew the position. So as soon as someone gets marked, well, once you're marked, you can assume the entire team is marked because an oracle has been missed. You just make your way to that rock and wait to be cleansed. Don't wait for it. Do not wait for it. As soon as you see a mark, just start running there immediately. If you're busy shooting, killing something, ignore it. Turn around and run. Do not wait. As soon as the Templar casts the ritual negation, you're dead. So you don't want that happening. Now, I did something kind of silly here. I kind of walked backwards and fell off the edge. But I'm a warlock, so I'm back. I'm back. And just in time, too. And there we go. I believe the Templar has been annihilated, is the word I would use here. And everyone starts getting their drops. I got 3 Ascendant Shards. Now, with the Templar out of the way, we proceed. There are 2 ways to get to the next area. The most fun, and the one I prefer the most, is that little hiding spot I was on about earlier. The little hole in the wall. If you jump up here, there's a little chest here. Some people will tell you, oh, don't take the chest, but take it if you want. It doesn't matter. And you duck down, and you jump down. This is a hell of a journey. I love this journey. It's I remember when we discovered it, it was just amazing to do the first time around. So it's just little cave after little cave, and drop after drop after drop, as we make our way down to the most covenanted chest in the game, I guess, the exotic chest. It's a chest unlike the first one that only gave ascendant materials. This chest is known to drop exotic weapons as well. It's the only one in Vault of Glass, the only chest, that has a chance to drop an exotic weapon. So people are understandably excited when we're heading there. Nice big drop here. You just want to make sure that when you're dropping that you apply your jump, or whatever the case may be, before you hit the ground, or you can die. And you don't want to die because it's just embarrassing. Although if you do, nothing will happen. Just respawn and make your way down. And of course, as per Vault of Glass etiquette, no one will be opening that chest until you've made your way down, so you don't need to worry or panic. Unless you're with a horrible group and some selfish person, because I want to avoid so many swear words here, but some selfish mofo has decided to open the chest. That annoys me. It doesn't cause much of an issue, but it's long-standing Vault of Glass etiquette that you wait for everyone to be down so you can all open the chest together. So when you reach the bottom, you see this door here, and inside is that glorious chest. Now, if you watched one of my Vault of Glass videos where it's called How I Obtained My Galahorn, you'll know that long-standing rumor has it that firing rockets at this chest and running around it counterclockwise 6 times increases your chances of an exotic. Now, some people will tell you this is not true, other people will tell you it is, and do you know what? Who cares? Do it if you want to do it, don't if you don't. At this point, we just do it for a laugh. Here you go, you see the counterclockwise runs have begun. We fire the rockets, a little bit more, just for safe measure, and we open her up. And we start seeing the drops tick up. Oh, and that man there is the proud owner of a new Galahorn. Well done. So we have an exotic dropping from this one, the Galahorn. So take note, the Galahorn does drop from the exotic chest in Vault of Glass. Fantastic. So once you're done with that, what you do is you leave and you head left. And where we're all going now is we're going to the next section, the maze, the Gorgon's maze. And this can be challenging. It can be quite fun. No enemies, just it's a navigational concern, bit of stealth more than anything. So I'll end the video here, and I'll see you back on the next video where we have a look at the caves, or sorry, at the maze, and how best to navigate. Until then, take it easy.